Welcome to Tower 31 Season 3 guide. So further ado, let's begin the guide. I know there's no update yet, but let's just keep hoping that will be sooner. So at the first floor, you're gonna get yourself food reserves enchantment on your armor, and this floor is pretty much an easy one unless if you're not using my guide. I mean, of course, then you're gonna take the power shaker once that's done, and you're gonna make the first dodge of that jumping big golem guy. I still don't know his name, but you can just dodge that and then just use your power shaker. Next floor is easy one. Just get rid of the wind villagers and then you'll be all fine. And then isologers, which will be the second threat once you make it to that place. Once that's all over, you can just make yourself next floor, where you're gonna get yourself the wolf armor with the potion barrier enchantment and burning in case if you like it. There's absolute no reason, but I gone for it in the further floors, but you don't need to if you just want better gameplay. Instead, invest in any other good enchantment like sharpness. After that's done, you're gonna get yourself the Highland Axe, and I've been actually noticing this, that yeah, the actual floors are kind of the same now and kind of feels boring, but doesn't matter, we're still playing it. Thank you for playing the Minecraft Dungeons game and committed. And thundering enchantment will be the enchantments you're gonna go for. Get rid of the shulker as soon as possible because you don't want to get yourself annoyed, or just dodge it. That's the only two reasons you have. And there's about the supplies you can just get yourself before starting anything, which will be alright. Once that's done, you just need to make sure to not get stuck and get killed off by a shulker. So yes, then you're gonna take the Starless Knight, one of the best weapons in the entire tower, no matter what you pick. So you're gonna go for Buzzy enchantment and Rampaging. You can rather go for Echo enchantment too, which will be really great. I would say Echo is great instead of Rampaging, but I gone for Rampaging because it kind of fits my theme. Okay, so yes, then I just took the enchantment point. Make your way to the next floor, which is gonna be also okay one. Get rid of the shulker as soon as possible and get yourself the supplies, and then stay inside that place, and slow and steady wins the race. Remember this, and just slowly wipe out the mobs. Enchanter, get rid of it as soon as possible and then focus on other mobs. After that's done, you're gonna take yourself the Buzzy Nest artifact, which is gonna be so much more helpful to ask me. After that is done, you're just gonna put the Buzzy Nest in the middle and then use your power shaker to get rid of a lot of mobs at a lot of time. And the most of the time, I don't know what I'm saying. So then you're just gonna take the harvest to slow and steady. I don't know why I'm so much rushing in the entire guide, but okay. So then the creepers and the spiders will be the only threat you could ever think going through. And yes, your Starless Knight might get a little bit weak against those armored zombies, but as a temporary bow after clearing that floor, you're gonna take the void bow, which is not the best bow you need, but just for the safety you're gonna use it. Okay, so you're gonna use, I would say, accelerate instead of any other enchantment, but it depends on you. Okay, Uniquesmith is gonna be the place where you're gonna go to, and then the best thing to do is actually get yourself Buzzy B tier 3 and few short tier 1 and maybe any other enchantment you like, and Goldsmith your armor, which is going to be so good. Then it will be the boss floor, which is the Illusioner and the Evoker. Damage the Illusioner as much as possible just as he spawns and blinds you. While you're blind, just to dodge all of those attacks of the mobs and then take out the Illusioner, then focus on taking out the Evoker. Slow and steady wins the race. Trust the process, don't rush it, just remember that. And after doing that, you're gonna be alright. Just by the fact you're gonna be going through a lot of mobs in this entire floor, which is the wolf, and spiders and the creepers are gonna be the biggest problem you can ever think of. So just take care of that using the power shake and harvest at the right times, and then take the bubble bow, which is gonna be such a great one to use. I would rather tell you to go for any other enchantment, but Overcharge and Ricochet, not a bad comp, okay? Overcharge is always good. To take out the slimes, best trick, hear me out, use a Harvester or the Power Shaker, which is so good against these mobs like Magma Cubes and stuff. This is what you need to use. Magma Cubes kind of more powerful, but it's okay. So after going for those enchantments, this floor is kind of a tricky one, okay? You just need to stay alive at the beginning. Use your bubble bow to stun the mobs or stop them for a second while they are attacking you. Take your time in defeating all of those mobs. Get rid of the enchanter as soon as possible, or he's just gonna make yourself suffer, which is not a great thing, so ask me. Once you do that, you're gonna be making to the next floor, and this floor kind of seems okay, not that much hard one. So once you reach that platform, you're gonna use the Buzzy bee in mid of those stairs, put it there, and then use your bubble bow before any mob spawns. You use it once, and then you use your Starless Knight, and you're gonna be alright to last me. Then you're gonna take the Soul Robe, which is gonna be a great armor to use to last me with the Potion Barrier enchantment. The food reserves, if you die, the life boost can be great, and Soul Focus or the multi-shot, which can be really great to last me. Soul Focus just because I feel like going for a soul build and my luck was too good in future floors too. But you don't need to focus on Soul Focus, you know. Yeah, so here, enchanters and creepers are going to be the biggest problem. If you see yourself getting low on health, just get yourself the potion barrel activated and get rid of the other mobs. Then I took the exploding crossbow, which is not necessary, but if you want to take it, okay? It's worth it. You're gonna go for critical hit, chain reaction, and looting. I don't know why it gone for looting instead of multi-shot, but it's fine, I guess. You can Ravager. So just use your Buzzy Nest for a tank and use your Power Shaker to get rid of the Ravengers. And exploding crossbow just for the other mobs. You can use it for the mobs and you're gonna be alright. Then the merchant floor is gonna be coming. So to last me for merchant floor, just guildsmith your soul robe, and I was lucky enough that I managed to get soul speed enchantment on it, as I already had soul focus on, which was good to last me. So over here, get rid of the enderman at the first opportunity. Just get rid of the enderman a lot more far than the wildfire is going, so go in the opposite direction of that and don't let it aggro you. Just don't attack the wildfire at the beginning and instead attack for the enderman, and then slow and steady take out the wildfire. You're gonna be alright till last minute. It won't be a big hassle. Once that's done, you're gonna get yourself the harpoon quiver, which is gonna be replaced by the Harvester, because Harvester won't be dealing that much damage. That's the only reason I told you to not go for Soul Focus. But this is the hardest floor, okay? I died so many times over here. So what you need to do, basically, go in the lower right. Start off, don't go on the above. Just go in the lower right portion of the entire floor. Get rid of the most of the mobs you can. Play aggressive. Don't use your power shaker just at the right of the start, or you're gonna get yourself in the problem basically. And make sure that you stay near that air breathing source. That's the only way. You can just stalk out slow and steady. Get rid of the mobs. You have to dodge them. You have to just keep moving so you don't get hit by those tridents, and you should be alright to last me. In case if you don't get what I'm trying to say, after this video goes on, after a few hours of this video, I'll already post the entire gameplay of this entire run, so you can just know about it, what to do. You can just wait for that, so make sure you subscribe and notifications on. Putting that aside, if you do this very much correctly, you'll be able to clear it, and in the next floor you're gonna take the one and only Kaga crossbow, my favorite crossbow, one of the favorites I guess. Void Strike, the committed, and I would say rather go for Temple Theft or anything like so, which is good. Just at the right of the start, you're gonna use your harpoon quivers and just take out the first Ravager. Use your power shaker to just cheese your way to that one platform where the wind illager exists, and then just snipe out all of the enemies. When you're using crossbow, you have to be a bad Wars player. You have to jitter click, okay? Just jitter click on the mobs you need to kill and you'll be alright. Then Soul Knife is gonna be a great weapon to use at this point, as our Starless Knight is basically trash because it's way too much low powered. Void Strike, Thundering, and Committed will be the enchantments you need to go for. Leeching is good, but we're focusing on gaining more damage instead of doing a stable build, okay? You have to play a lot more aggressive. So basically, how you use this is basically you attack and then just use all 5 of your arrows to deal as much damage as possible, then go switch back to it. At the final part of this flow, you just use your harpoon quiver and then just spam it all the way to just get rid of all of those mobs. In case if you get it, will basically insta kill all of those mobs on that platform and you're gonna be alright. Then take the Soul Scythe. I mean, it may not sound like a great weapon to use, but it has some really great enchantment. Agony Resonator, which is basically really great. It triples the damage you deal in that attack, which is great. So Shockwave and Thundering are going to be the enchantments I'm going to go for. Thundering won't be the best enchantment to go for actually, to ask me, so it depends on you. Over here, don't directly rush on that middle part. Slow and steady, go downwards, get rid of the mobs, use your bow, and nothing is gonna kill you instantly, so you don't have to panic that much. You just have to be quick with your responses against the mobs. That's the only thing you need to do. And if you cannot kill them, just go above and then slowly make your way downwards, killing the enchanters. And once enchanters are down, you can just take out the other mobs. Then take the enchantment point and make your way to the next floor where you're gonna fight the tower guards. Basically, don't stand in the middle because you're gonna basically die. I almost survived, which was basic true luck. I mean, how do I lucky or that? Basically, don't matter that. You're gonna be alright. Do not use your any of a bow or anything against tower guards because they deflect it till they have that shield, and that's not a great thing, okay? After that's all done, you're gonna take the Gong of Weakening, which is gonna be a great artifact to use as a replace of Power Shaker. Yes, thank you Power Shaker for helping us, but now we need something else. You're gonna keep your bee nest because it's the only tank source for you in this entire tower. So thank you to those bees, I guess. Over here, it's not that much big problem. You're just gonna activate your, Gong of Weakening and just insta-kill most of the mobs. Over here, it gets a problem, okay? Witches, yes. Witches are the biggest problem, and the armored zombies, yes. You're gonna use your bow mostly. If you get low, just get yourself down towards that place. Get yourself the health potion. Just get it up back again and use it, then slowly and steady make it away. Over here, a lot of slime spawns, so yes, use your bow. Just spam it, the bow, to just get rid of most of the slimes, or use your Gong of Weakening, which is actually the best way to use and melt those a lot of slimes. Let them spawn till they stalk them and then just insta kill all of them. You have to know where to attack, and it kind of depends more on your playstyle, okay? So in here, aggressive is the only way. As you have made till here, now you're gonna take the broken saw blade, the chainsaw, I guess, whatever you call it, okay? Both things are the same. Basically, you're gonna take the critical hit tier 3, sharpness tier 3, and I would say Thundering tier 3. Exploding is absolutely not needed in the boss fight, as boss fight is not what I thought it would be, but so I'd rather go for Thundering. Over here, upgrade your Soul Robe, and the final boss is pretty much the easiest one you could ever expect, which is the Redstone Monstrosity. The trick is simple. As he spawns, you use your bee nest armor before he spawns, and then activate your quivers, and then as he spawns, activate your Gong of Weakening to weaken his health, and then basically just spam everything you have till he attacks with his fist. When he attacks, you just roll out of his range of his attack. When he does the cube spawning, you just back off for a bit and slow and steady get rid of all of the things, and then when he spits up those bombs, I guess. You just dodge him by rolling them. You're gonna be alright. Just stay out of his range and just spam everything you have, and you're gonna be alright in case if get low, potion barrels the way. So just like that, you just cleared all 30 floors in the easiest manner maybe. So yes, make sure hit that subscribe button with notifications on. I put a lot of effort into making these videos, so it helps me out a ton. If you have any questions, be free to ask me. I'm always reading your comments. And yeah, check this video out, as I know you will enjoy it 100% sure. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll meet you in the next video.